today because my regular employer, they're picking up work again, but it's not starting until tomorrow. So I'll be dealing with that for about a month. And the reason why I say about a month is because sometimes when you secure a bid or a gig, depending on the client and depending on the contract, they're gonna want the project to get done at a certain time. So it's an 800 panel project. The contract thinks it's gonna get done in 15 business days. I'm cracking up about it. You know what I mean? It's gonna be winter, it's gonna be snowing, and you think we're gonna set 800 panels in 15 freaking days? Are you kidding me right now? So we're the one that's gonna come in, we're gonna install everything. We gotta do all the layouts, we're gonna put all the footings, all the rails, put all the wires, and then put panels. You know what I mean? That's gonna take more than 15 days, especially when you have 800 plus panels. But no, I'm on the way to my side gig, and the reason why I'm making this video is to share this. I notice that if you work hard when you're young, you don't go out to party, you go the extra mile to learn stuff, maybe do some overtime, maybe you're taking classes, you're going to work and then you're taking evening classes, or maybe after work, you maybe go to the library, you go to the gym, you do stuff that improves who you are as the individual compared to some of my peers at the time, or even your peers, who go out every single weekend, party as much as they can, do drugs that are not even, like, in my mind, party drugs. Like how are you having a good time popping pills and then all of a sudden you're drooling and you're, you know what I mean? You're impaired right now, can't even walk. It's stupid, it's ridiculous. From what I saw, people that don't get the fun only lasts about 20 minutes, and then that's when people start crashing, and it's ridiculous what's going on with the new age of partying, doing drugs, whatever the heck happened, sipping lean, sniffing the powder. You know what I mean? It's just not good for you. In my mind, there's always business before pleasure. That's what I was taught. And if you're young, and you put yourself into a program, like the military, Job Corps, maybe you found a trade school, or maybe you found an apprenticeship, an internship, you're gonna have adults who want to pave the way for you. And if you're not a young person, which is who I'm trying to convey this message for. If you're not young and you're around my age, 29, you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, even 70s. There's people who are 70 that still work, and it's ridiculous, I'm sorry that you have to go through that. But when you get around like-minded people who want to be successful, and be able to retire when they get older, or be able to take care of their kids and have a decent life, an above average life, or an average life. There's nothing wrong with the average. That just means you're an everyday person like this, like me. I'm in a car, I got a phone, I'm going to work. That's about average. That's pretty good compared to some people who don't have a car, don't have a job, don't have a phone. That's below average. That's when you're below average. So don't be making no excuse. I don't want to hear it. I'm not the kind of person that you talk to. Like I can handle emotional conversations, but it's more like I'm not going to babysit you. I'm not going to pat you on the back and say that it's okay. Take a few days to yourself. No. I'm going to tell you to take a few hours to yourself. Get it together. And if it's really that serious, take a day off. Take Monday off. That way you have Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. 3 days to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Realistically. So, what I'm trying to tell y'all is, when you get around like-minded people, you hear stuff like this. What I learned in Florida, I had a guy in school when I lived there at the time, in high school. A guy said to have a professional switch wherever you go, whether you go to work or if you're going to the gym or anywhere. You gotta have a professional switch. Like right now, I'm going to work, right? To my side gig. Once I get there, you try to show up early, and have a couple minutes to yourself so you can settle in after driving, in traffic and getting your heart rate up. So you want to be able to show up early so you can settle in and turn on your professional switch. You know what I mean? Have time to fix yourself up. So what I was trying to say earlier in this video is, when you work hard as a young individual in your early 20s, you work hard, you gather all the skills, you get all this experience, all this knowledge. At some point, which is what's happening with me right now, at some point, you're going to run your own business. You're going to start to open your own business, Now, that doesn't mean you stop working with the people that you're working with. I'm still going to be with my main employer, and I'm still going to be working with this guy that I work with on the side. He's the side guy. Whoa. Pause. He's my business partner that I work with on the side. He has his own business, and he hires me to do the installs. So that's what I'm trying to convey. When you get all this experience and all this knowledge and skills, and you master yourself, whatever you do, mechanic, it could be anything. You will get to a certain point where you will become your own LLC, your own independent contractor. So, where I was going is that I woke up late today, and there's no rush, I'm not in a rush. I'm not going to be late. You know what I mean? There's no phone call. Oh no, I woke up late. There was none of that. Because right now, I'm doing my business. This is my business. And it just so happened that I have a business partner who doesn't mind working late. You know what I mean? Who doesn't mind starting late or working late, because he's done it. And I respect this guy because he's mostly like a salesperson, and he eventually, like I said, formed his own business, and he's pretty successful, if you ask me. I gotta give it to him, and I respect him because he's young, he's in his late 30s, and he actually came on the roof, which is what I do. I put solar panels on the roof. He came on the roof, saw what's up, you know what I mean? He put his harness on, came up there, got a little taste of, some asphalt, got a little taste of, some tools. But, no, you'll get to this point where it's like, all right, when you have network with certain people, you can work together. So he get the sales, he's able to get the gigs, the clients. He'll get the permits, he'll do everything. And because he's a legit business, when he pays me, he's able to cover liability insurance and worker compensation, yada yada yada. It's legit. And then you start to learn from those kind of people, because you work with them now. Now you work with them directly, close, and they start to teach you stuff. And then they ask you, why didn't you do this sooner? And it's like, I wasn't in a position to do it, you know what I mean? And it feels good, y'all, it feels good. And I just wanted to remind y'all, you know, keep working hard, keep pushing through. And wherever you go, take a few minutes, breathe, adjust, turn on your professional switch and go to work. And then when the shift is over, when the business is over, you can turn it off, you know what I mean? Loosen your belt, take off your tie, unbutton the top button, you know, do whatever you gotta do. And for the ladies, I don't know what y'all do, but do whatever you do after work, you know? Turn off that professional switch, loosen whatever you gotta loosen up, and you're good, man. Business is done, that's it. Why, you know? But, no, I just wanted to make this video real quick while I'm driving and just say that to y'all. Because when you adapt, you get better. And when you get better, you find better people. Now, I'm not saying the people that you have right now are bad. But I'm saying you will start to get new connections of, you know, like-minded people, which would benefit everybody in this process. Because from my perspective, if you look at my situation and who I am, I'm a professional individual, you know. I try to be professional. I'm pretty straightforward, you know. I'm just here to work, get the job done, make some money. That's it. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to go to the bar. I ain't trying to, you know, hang out for an hour or two. No. You know what I mean? We can probably smoke a joint, crack a few beers, and I'll see you later. You know what I mean? I gotta go. That's the kind of worker I am. I'm gonna show up. We're gonna show up in the morning. I'm gonna make sure you're okay. You know, I'll glance at you. I'll make sure you're okay. You know what I mean? So it doesn't mean I don't want to be your friend. It's just more like let's have a boundary. You know what I mean? This is, you know, we're professional business partners. All right, I'm not. You know, there's nothing wrong with being friends with your coworkers, but you got to be careful. You know, it's business. You guys met in a business setting. You know what I mean? It's not like we met at a fucking bar. We're here to work. But don't get me wrong. You can still have a good time with your coworkers. You know. Yeah. That's why I make these videos, y'all, just to try to share my thoughts, share my opinion, try to help people. Maybe they're in the same situation that I was in, you know, been getting laid off all of a sudden. Now there's no work, there's not enough hours. Now you gotta do some part-time, maybe do some DoorDash, get them unemployment benefits, feel like a bum, you know. So, you know, you get creative, you're forced to get creative, you're forced to change your spending habits, no more ordering out, no more Panera Bread, you know, cancel your monthly subscription to whatever the frick you're using that you don't really need anymore. So, the Panera Bread example is a good one, because when you buy coffee, it's about what, $3 to $5 a cup, with this subscription, it was about $12 a month for unlimited cups. So I could show up in the morning to Panera Bread, get a free cup for $12 a month. It's $12 a month. So you can get a cup in the morning, an hour later, get another cup. You know what I mean? Get unlimited cups for $12 a month. However, when you get laid off and you don't have steady income coming in as much as you had when you were getting full-time work, cut it. Doesn't matter. $10, it adds up. $10 adds up. Coins adds up. Save all your quarters, your dimes, your nickels, your pennies. Save that $2 bill, put it inside of a book so it can get flat. You start to learn to utilize everything. You know what I mean? It's almost like the apocalypse started. You know what I mean? I'm looking at my ration like, damn, because I got canned soup and I got canned tunas. So if all you can afford is to pay bills and you can't afford to buy food, that's what you got to do. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to start going to the churches, try to get the free food, Salvation Army, you know, whatever. If your situation ever gets that bad, I'm just saying, like, you gotta adapt. We're humans. That's what this world is. The animals do it too. We have this world, you know, 4 seasons: spring, summer, fall, winter. You know, you adapt and you get better. You know, one year you're wearing cotton socks, and then the next year you're wearing wool socks, because you learn over time what's better, what works better. You know, you're not gonna have everything together at a young age. And from what I learned in Job Corps, you will never stop learning, is what I was told from an OG instructor. You will never stop learning. The guy is like, I'm about to retire, I'm 65, I'm about to retire, and I'm still learning stuff. Because he specialized in commercial carpentry. And then we had a secondary instructor who specializes in residential carpentry. So they were both learning random, you know, techniques, random skills, noticing stuff that the other person didn't notice. You know, it was pretty interesting at the time to see that and to be told, like, hey, I've been doing this for 30 years. I'm about to retire. I'm 65, and I'm still learning. And I'm just like, dang. Anyways, traffic is starting to get crazy over here. I'm gonna let y'all go. If you made it this far, thank you for watching. Leave a comment. Keep pushing, keep thriving. The world needs you. And remember, y'all, one thing at a time.